Hi, this is Mark from Gruss. In this video, I want to demonstrate our market replay feature. So I'll take you through how to find the markets, how to load them into the quick bit list, and then how to replay a market and place a test bet. So the first thing you need to do is add some markets to the quick bit list. You'll find these in the market drop down menu, and then you need to go to add to quick bit list and into historical events. This will bring up this window, which first of all you can see a summary of all the markets that we've got currently loaded into historical data, and a date picker for picking the date that you want to load. You can choose from a date from the last 5 years, and if you haven't subscribed to the feature, then you'll still be able to use it, but you'll be restricted to one date, which at the time of making this video is the 1st of January 2022. So you can still use the feature, but you'll only be able to use markets from that one date. So let's go ahead and add some markets, and I'll go into my date picker here and I'll select, let's go to 1st of January this year, 2023. So having selected the date, you'll see these icons for the different sports that we cover. So I'm going to go into the horse racing, and then you'll be presented with flags for the different countries. I'll go into the UK, Catterick, and I'm going to select all of these win markets. I just need to tick this box here. That selects all 6 markets for this 1st of Jan Catterick market. So when you're ready, click on the Add to Quick Pick button there. You'll notice I've got this error message popped up, which is, well, it's a warning message advising me that I've already got some markets in the quick pick list, and these are actually live markets, and it's telling me you can't mix historical with live. You can only have historical markets on their own. So it's just asking me, do I want to remove those first before it adds them, and I'm going to say yes. Now you'll see them get loaded in. They're actually getting loaded into memory, so it's retrieving all of that price data for those 6 markets into memory. So you need to be careful that you don't try and add too many markets at once, because they are going to be going into memory. So you may need to just kind of experiment with the number of markets you're trying to load, and keep an eye on maybe keep an eye on your memory. Go into the task manager on Windows, make sure you're not trying to use up too much memory, but certainly 6 markets is not going to use very much. Right, so I'm going to close that window now I've got them loaded. So I'm going to click on this first market in the quick pick list. So you'll see the standard grid open up here. It's going to look slightly different because it is an historical market. So we've got this new grey bar at the top here, which is your timeline for these markets. So you can see the timeline starts at 1240 and ends at 1546 on this particular set of markets, and that's because I've actually got my preferences set to load the markets at 1 minute before the actual start time, and then 1 minute after the last market is closed. And you can change those options in preferences if you need more time or you want to look at more data. So there's a little slider here. You can drag this across the timeline and start replaying from that point in time, or just start from the beginning, but whatever you need to do. And you can go backwards and forwards with that. Nothing's going to happen until I press play anyway. And you'll notice that there's these markers on the timeline. So these again are optional markers that you can turn on and off in preferences as you so wish. But just to tell you, the black line indicates the actual scheduled start time of the race. The green one is the actual time the market went in play, and then the blue one is when the market closed. So you can see you've got those for each of these 6 markets here that are in this timeline. Now I'm ready. I can press play. You'll see that the prices are now updating as you would expect in a live market, but this is all from the historical data. And you can actually increase the speed at which this is replaying up to 32 speed, and you can actually go backwards down to quarter speed. So I'm just going to set it back at normal speed. You can also pause the playback and then restart it again. And so you can place a bet just as you would in a live market. So this is great for practicing the software without actually risking any real money. It's great for testing ideas and strategies. So now I'm going to put a test bet into this market. So place a bet just as the same way as you would if you were playing on a real market. So I'm going to back this first runner here. I'm actually going to give it slightly higher odds than currently being offered. You can see this bet is now sitting unmatched, like you would in a real market. Difference is this bet reference is just a dummy simulated bet reference. So we're going to simulate the matching process. If I let's just move this market on a bit. I'm going to drag the slider across a bit further on into the market, and there you go. You can see that it's now got matched. As the price came up to the odds I'd requested, it got matched. Once you've placed a bet, it will remain, even if you move the slider backwards before when you placed it in this test market. But it will remain. If you need to reset everything you've been doing, then you can press the stop button, and that will just reset it all, remove any bets you've placed, and then you're back to where you started. You can just press play and start again. Also, you can click on a selection name to open the Betfair chart as you would in the live version. But in Market Replay, the graph, which was normally be retrieved from the Betfair website, is being generated by the historical data. So we're simulating that chart, and it doesn't matter how much data you asked it to load when you added these markets to the quick pick list. The chart will be based on all of the historical data from when the market was opened to the point in time on the timeline. Also, you can trade on the practice trading on the ladder. So you can open the ladder interface and practice trading on there instead of the grid. And additionally, you can link a test market up to Excel the same as you would a live market, and trigger bets from Excel. I'll cover using Excel with Market Replay in another video. Okay, so that's it for now. If you have any questions, then please email us at admin@gruss-software.co.uk, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.